With the acidic battle scars still fresh, the adventurers made a difficult decision to retreat from Nightscale's lair, knowing they needed to heal and strategize anew. As they moved, Nightscale unleashed one last torrent of acid towards Urim. Though shaken, he retaliated by sinking another arrow into the dragon's hide. Aurora, shifting tactics, hurled a firebolt that streaked past Nightscale while Urim and Aurora swiftly leaped across the gap where the bridge once stood. Moss, graceful in flight, crossed effortlessly, her wings barely stirring the air. Mistralith, ever the stalwart, assisted Opal's shadow and Arandur across the void with well-timed tosses, and then made the daring jump himself. Nightscale, more protective of her horde than vengeful in pursuit, did not follow. Once safely away, the party sought refuge in a secluded spot, taking a much-needed long rest. During this pause, Aurora exchanged her familiar, bidding farewell to her wolf cub and welcoming an owl, embodying silent wisdom and keen sight. With their rest complete, equipped and ready, the party returned to the fringe of Nightscale's domain. Moss cast daylight upon the metal of tactical insight claimed from Varro Kestrel, illuminating the cave and sharpening Urim's vision. In a daring display, Mistralith launched Arandur over the gap and directly into Nightscale's roost. The monk, swift as ever, landed unseen by Nightscale, who was deep in vigilance, until his unarmed strike brought her immediate attention. Her response was powerful and merciless, spewing forth a stream of acid that scorched the air. Despite this, Urim joined the charge, nimbly traversing the gap and finding refuge in their previous alcove, from where he sent yet another arrow into the dragon. Spectral wings flared open, Mistralith soared into the fray with Aurora in tow. Climbing higher, she unleashed a dazzling guiding bolt upon Nightscale as the dragon submerged. On the ground, Opal's shadow calculated a strategic jump onto the rock face, nearly sticking the landing. Though he fell into the water, it was only his pride that took a hit as he climbed back, undeterred. With the battlefield shifting, the rest of the companions closed in. Moss remained vigilant, avoiding the reach of Nightscale's acidic wrath. Urim went on the offensive from the water, though his strike went wide. Mistralith landed to deposit Aurora beside Arandur and Urim on the islet, where she summoned extraordinary haste within them, bringing superhuman speed. In a moment of peril as Mistralith flew low, Nightscale struck with a vicious bite. Yet even as she began to retreat, her path was illuminated by Moss's strategic use of fairy fire. With their newfound agility, Urim's daggers sang through the water, Arandur's fists landed with precision, and Mistralith's great axe cut deep. Alongside them, Aurora's spiritual weapon echoed relentless strikes. Opal's shadow sprinted to the scene just in time to witness the acid onslaught that devastated Arandur, rendering him unconscious. Urim, despite grievous burns, fought on. Nightscale, critically injured, chose survival over greed. Desperate to live, she swam away, vulnerable to a barrage of attacks from Urim, Aurora, and Mistralith. The assault stung, but Nightscale's determination to flee through the dark waters outside Khundrukar saw her vanish into the unknown. The party, victorious but not without cost, gathered to reclaim the gem that had tormented Mistralith with its persistent pulses of pain. Now its power lay quiet, its turmoil stilled almost entirely, offering Mistralith a reprieve as they regrouped and considered their future. Having driven Nightscale from her enclave, the adventurers pledged to restore the dwarven forge at Khundrukar, cleansed of its dark fury to its rightful heirs. United by shared trials and victories, they readied themselves for this noble chapter's end, knowing that their saga continued, with friendship and honor as their guiding stars.